Okay, let's go to some lighter news. I know this weekend's forecast had us a little worried about our cherry blossoms. And of course, you can keep it locked here on WUSA 9 because we are always on bloom watch and we are worried about those little guys after Saturday's downpours.
It looks like they're hanging on longer than the first week of the National Cherry Blossom Festival. Let's head back out now to Jess Arnell, who is at the Tidal Basin. Jess, how long do you think, well, I'm asking you to be like a whole bunch of different things right now, but how long do you think they'll stick around?
Our horticulturist.
Yeah, I'm now the forecaster for them. No, but our team did ask the National Park Service and they told us probably a few more days. You know, that's just a prediction, but we do have this colder weather that we're feeling out here, which should help preserve that peak bloom. And I mentioned when you last saw me around 5:40 that people usually start coming out here to see the blossoms when the sun comes up. We have already seen a lot of people coming out here before the sun even comes up. So I'm assuming that will bode well for there being a lot of crowds here at the Tidal Basin later today for people coming out to check out this peak bloom, since they did survive that rain before, again, that goes away potentially later in the week. But otherwise, we also have the National Cherry Blossom Festival going on, so that's another way you can celebrate these blossoms. And now the opening ceremony was on Saturday, and throughout the next 2 weeks, the National Park Service predicts, get this, close to 1.5 million people will attend all of the events that they have going on. Now this Wednesday, it's Cherry Blossom Night with the Wizards. Another event we have going on is that 6 different restaurants are hosting a cherry blossom themed cocktail tasting on Thursday if you prefer to toast to these famous flowers. I like that idea. Then on Saturday is the Blossom Kite Festival, which is always so much fun to see. People bring their kids out here. It's beautiful. They have all different kinds of kites. Now when it comes to the trees themselves, this is the last year the Tidal Basin is going to look exactly the same as it does today. The National Park Service is starting a 3-year restoration project this spring. It'll rebuild the seawall here, which has been eroding for years in desperate need of repair. Now that'll include expanding these walkways, which visitors should be glad to hear, so it's not quite elbow to elbow like I know Annie said it was when she came down here over the weekend. Now during that process, 158 cherry trees will have to be removed from the mall, but they said 274 will be replanted when it's over. Now visitors told our team yesterday that they were just happy the blossoms survived the weather long enough for them to see them this year.
Pretty cool to see everybody come out and see all the flowers. It's pretty well done.
Now we have a link on our website, WUSA9.com, to all the events for the National Cherry Blossom Festival, so you can choose how you want to come out and celebrate these blossoms beyond just checking them out here at the Tidal Basin. Jonathan?